Mem Bet of Masechet Sukkah. So we're holding on the bottom couple words on Mem Aleph Amud Bet. The Mishnah said, Rabbi Yosi Omer, Yom Tov Harishon Shel Chag, the first day of Sukkot, Shechal Yot b'Shabbat, that comes on Shabbat. V'shachach, and the person forgot. Ve'hotzi et halulav l'rshut rabim, and he carried his lulav into the rshut rabim. Patur, he's patur from a hatat, mepeneh shehosio b'rshut, because he had permission. Now, doesn't mean that he's allowed to carry. Look in Rashi. Rashi tells us, hosio b'rshut mitzvah. It was with the permission of the mitzvah, shehaya tarud b'mitzvah. He was nervous, he was busy with the mitzvah. Umehashev ve'osek umemaher la'asota. He was hurrying to do it. Umitoch kach, because of that concern and that busyness, ta'ah, he made a mistake. V'shachach shu Shabbat, he forgot it was Shabbat. V'kasavar Rabbi Yosi, and Rabbi Yosi holds, ta'ah b'dvar mitzvah. If he made a mistake while doing a mitzvah, v'shagag b'dvar karet, and he wound up doing something that's chayav karet, patur mi korban. He's patur from a korban. So now the Gemara is going to qualify that. Rabbi Yosi Omer Yom Tov, Amar Abaye, lo shanu ela shelo yatsa bo. When do I say that he's patur from the hatat? If he hadn't yet been yotze with the lulav, aval yatsa bo. If he was already yotze, hayav, then he's chayav. Rashi. Lo shanu de patur ela shelo yatsa yedei chovat netila kodem shotzio. He wasn't yotze's obligation of taking the lulav before he took it out. Tehashta now tarud b'mitzvah. He's busy with the mitzvah. V'ta'a b'dvar mitzvah. Aval yatsa bo kodem shotzio. If he was yotze, maybe even if he doesn't know he was yotze. Meaning, you have this guy. Clearly, he's not the brightest guy. Why? Because why is he taking it out? What?
He thinks he has a chiyuv.
No, he has a chiyuv. He's supposed to take it in the house. He doesn't know how to take it. He's going to take it to shul, or whatever it is, right? So he picked it up. He was yotzeh, right? But he doesn't know he was yotzeh. He thinks he has to make na'anuim or something, right? He's still chayav because the mitzvah is over. Right? The mitzvah is over. Let's say the guy thinks that the second Shabbat he has to do it. The mitzvah is over.
But he still gets the mitzvah for picking it up the first time.
He got a mitzvah. The question is, you have to bring a hatat on. Okay. We're not questioning what his mitzvah of sukkah. We're questioning his hatat. Right? Says the Gemara, says the Gemara, what are you talking about? Doesn't make sense. How could he not be yotzeh? When you picked it up, you were already yotzeh. They didn't have bags. Right? Before that says Gemara, Amar Abaye keshehafacho. He turned it over. Upside down. Rashi. Miha mid'ag benafak be'amar Abaye keshehafacho. Hachi kashele. Hechi dami lo yatzabo. How do you ever have a case that he wasn't yotzeh? Ha lo hitzio. He can't take it out. Elem ken hekbiho, unless he picked it up. Umi de'ag behem. When he picked it up, nafak ba yedeh chovat lekicha. He was already yotzeh the taking the lulav. Ve'katani patur. Amar Abaye, Abaye says, Keshahafacho, meaning, Keshegbiho, when he picked it up, Hafach ha'elyon lemata. The top of the lulav was facing down. Ve'ha'eged, and the place where he tied all the hadassim, lema'ala. This guy really needed someone to teach him, right? Ve'amrinan lekaman, en yotzim bahem, ela derech gedelatan. Or he knew that you don't pick it up, you hold it upside down till you make the beracha. So he took it out upside down. He learned the halacha.
Someone says that even if it was upside down, it was yotzeh?
No. Says the Gemara, כשהפכו. He turned it upside down.
All right, definitely.
Rava Amar. Rava says, Afilu Tema. Now, before we go to Rava, look in Tosfot. Amar Abaye Kishahafacho. Me the itzerich lishnuya hachi, from the fact that he had to answer that. Mashma desfirolei the mitzvot enzrichot kavana. Sounds like mitzvot don't need kavana. The hakai amotzi l'rshut rabim. It's going on taking it to the rshut rabim. So he wasn't planning on being yotzeh. The hatam en shayach mitkaven latzet kol kamad lo birech. He doesn't have to. Can't be yotzeh. He didn't have kavanah to be yotzeh till he made a beracha. Ve'od ha'ayri, it's talking, the holech etzel bakil elmod. He's going to learn by the expert. Okay, so tell me, Abaye holds mitzvot en tzrichot kavanah. Mayesh. Says the Gemara, ubesof ra'u betin, in the end of Perek ra'u betin, the amarava, mitzvot en tzrichot kavanah, kamotiv le Abaye tuva. Abaye attacks him. Rabbi says mitzvot en tzrichot kavana. Abaye seems to hold mitzvot tzrichot kavana, and over here he's taking on mitzvot en tzrichot kavana. Veshem Abaye kibla mineh. Maybe after Rava defended himself, Abaye accepted it. And this is post Masechet Rosh Hashanah. Okay. Rava says, Afilu tema shelo hafacho. He didn't turn it over. Hacha b'mayaskina, like Yossi said, shehotzio bekeli. He took it out in a pot. He took it out in a vase. He took it out some other way. He was holding it in a keli. Says the Gemara, so what? Teharavahu da'amar hani mil lekicha yedeh davar acher shema lekicha. When Rabbi said you shouldn't hold it with your handkerchief, shouldn't hold it with your scarf, Rabbi said, what? Lekicha yedeh davar acher shema lekicha. He brought us a whole proof from Mehatat, right? And from Ezov. So why are you telling me over here that because he held it in a kli, he's not yotzeh? You hold it's okay. Says the Gemara, hani mili derech kavod, when it's a respectable way of holding it. Aval derech bizayon, no. If you're holding it in a pot, it's not derech kavod.
Not derech bizayon.
That's derech bizayon. Rashi, derech kavod, kegon besudar, shekorech yada besudar. He wraps his hand in a sudar. Keda amran le'el. Derech bizayon, kegon beki'ara. He has it on a plate.
So what would we hold with the bag? Should we be concerned that we take it with the bag for sure?
In the bag and the box.
Yeah.
People want to time it.
Really?
This is not a problem. It's not derech kavod. And if we hold,
Mechabed lulav when I carry it in the case.
Get the nice one, the one with the
nice
frog one
case,
on the
yeah.
side.
True. You walk in the street, wow.
You can't say berachah, you get the shoe.
Amar Rav Huna.
So get the plastic one.
Get the cheap ones. Yeah. Should be fine. What?
Should be
White
okay.
glove service.
Yeah, like
Amar, there's a whole question. Tosfot doesn't hold like that. Tosfot holds it's only when it's batil lulav. It has to be a handle. It has to be a handle. Amar Rav Huna. Amar.
he says part of here as well.
That's right.
No, it's just Ke'ara. Ke'ara is a part.
And Taf Resh Nun Aleph. Saif Zayin. Maran says, Im asa bet yad, if he made a handle, v'natam b'halula v'netalo shapir dam, lekicha yedeh davar acher, shema lekicha, ובלבד שיהיה דרך כבוד. אבל אם אינו דרך כבוד, כגון שנתן הלולב בכלי ונטלו לא יצא, ואם כרך עליו סודר ונטלו, או שכרך סודר על ידו ונטלו, יש אומרים דלא יצא. Who's the יש אומרים? תוספות. הגהה, ונהגו להחמיר להסיר התפילין, אשכנזים, they wear תפילין החול מועד, וטבעות מידו. אבל מדינה אין לחוש, הואיל ואין כל היד מכוסה בהם. The minhag is they take off their rings. But minadin, you don't have to, because it's not covering your whole hand. They take off the, like the Kohanim, they take the tefillin off. Yes.
It doesn't say wedding ring.
All right.
Tell Rav Chaim.
Yeah.
Tell Rav Chaim. He says, I want to know who this guy is. Who's the guy in the Mishnah Berurah that says,
That's the reason.
Rav Chaim, I'm that guy. I want to be Mekayim the Ramah.
Right.
Okay. Amar Rav Huna. Amar Omer Haya Rabbi Yossi. So again, Rabbi Yossi holds that Ta'abed Var Mitzvah, Ve'asa Mitzvah is Patur.
Oh, patur.
Right?
Korban, right.
Haya Rabbi Yossi. Omer Haya Rabbi Yossi. Ola Ta'of. If you have an Ola Ta'of. Right? So Ola Ta'of, they make Milikah. They put the dam, and then you have to burn the whole off. Right? Shenimtzet Ben Agafayim. You find it among the wings. Meaning the buffalo wings. Which buffalo wings? The hatat. All right, the hatat is there to be eaten by the kohanim. They're going to call Richie to make them to make the barbecue. Right? Shenimtzet ben agafayim v'kasavur hatat ofi. So what do you blame the guy? He's sitting among the hataot. He figures it's a hatat. Ve'achala, and he ate it. Patur, he's patur from a korban. My kamash malan. So what's the chiddush? The ta'abed var mitzvah patur. He thought he was doing a mitzvah of eating korbanot. In the end, he did an avera of eating an olah. We'll see why he should bring a korban for that. He's patur. Hainuhach. That's the same case as our Mishnah. The guy carried on Shabbat, wanting to go do a mitzvah. Mao de tema hatamhu de ta'abed var mitzvah patur. Hainu de avad mitzvah. That's because he actually did a mitzvah. In the end, he took the lulav. Aval hacha v'ta'abed var mitzvah. V'lo avad mitzvah. He thought he was eating a hatat. He didn't eat a hatat. He ate an olah. He didn't. Kamash malan that he's still patur. Rashi. No, he was trying to do mitzvah. That's enough. Omer haya Rabbi Yossi. Ola ta'of shenimtzet ben agafayim. Nere be'enai Rashi says, I think the hay ben agafayim eno ela lashon ofot. It just means birds. Ola ta'of shenimtzet ben ofot hamelukim lehatat. That you found among the birds that were nimlak. Right, that's the shechita of birds in the Beit HaMikdash. For a hatat, hamefarchesim, they're shaking. Etzel hamizbeach, near the mizbeach. So now how are you going to make such a mistake? Sometimes they do it on the same corner. Hopefully everybody still remembers something from Masechet Yoma. Let's see. Kedetnam beshechitat kodshim hatat ha'of hayta na'asit al keren ma'aravit deromit. They make it on the southwest corner. West, right, is the side of the Hechal, closer to the Hechal. Deromit is the side, the south side where the ramp comes from, right? So it's behind the ramp. You're coming in from the front, behind the ramp, closer to the opening of the Hechal. Shlosha dvarim hayta ota keren meshameshet milemata v'gimel milemala. On that corner, right? We remember that the mizbeach has a line going around called the Huta Sikra. That's at 5 amot. The mizbeach is 10 tall. Above the line is limala. Below the line is limata. Milimata on the bottom, right? Hatata off. You do the hatata off. The hagashot. Hagasha is when you have a mincha. You have to touch the mincha in the keli to the mizbeach. V'shiyireh hadam, and you pour the leftover blood on that corner, on the yesod. So that's all down. Milema'ala on the top, nisu chamayim, the pouring the water on Sukkot. V'hayayin every day, right? Ve'ola ta'of kishehi rabba b'mizrach. And you do an ola ta'of there when? Normally they do the ola ta'of on the east corner. But when it's a heavy duty day, so they need another station. So they go around to the other side and they do ola ta'of on top, right? She'ikar mekom ola ta'of b'keren derumi mizrachi. The main place is in the southeast corner, in front of the ramp, coming in from the front, right? But ukshahayu kohanim rabim omdim umolkim olat ha'of b'mizrach, when there's lots of kohanim on the east, right? It's like, could we open up another register over here? Right? So they come around to the west and they open another register. They're doing them on the top over there. So you could have two kohanim making ofot on the same corner. On the top, they're running olas. On the bottom, they're doing hatats. Now, the kohen has got to be responsible to make sure you don't mix them.
Right.
This guy wasn't so careful. It was a newbie. Ba'im lema'arav v'na'asit sham bekeren hatat ha'of. He's making it on the corner that they're normally doing hatat ha'of. Ela sheha'ola lema'ala mechut ha'sikra v'hatat lema'at. And this guy, he dropped it, whatever. Now he's got an olah in the chatat section. The kasavura kohen hatat ha'ofi. Ve'achalani ate it nimtza shema'al bekodshe shamayim b'shogeg. So he was an unauthorized guy eating.
Figure it out. You're gonna figure out he ate a lot anyway. That makes in the chatat. The old chickens all look the same.
The video camera.
I'm saying, no, realistically, how would they figure it out that was an olah? That makes in the chatat.
I'm not sure.
Took all the birds home.
And then you
took all the birds home and you're the one who ate the last dinner. You remember what you did.
Bo'il, you can't take it home. Patur,
Eat it there by yourself.
patur mikorban me'ilah. Right? So it's me'ilah. You were an unauthorized user. Bo'il de'am im ha'hatat. Nimtzet, since you found it with a hatat. Va'achilata, and eating a hatat is a mitzvah, dichtiv. Va'achilu otam asher kupar bahem. They should eat them. Those that were forgiven. So you see that it's a mitzvah to eat the korbanot. Havale to'eh b'dvar mitzvah upatu. Says the Gemara, Hainuhach. Lama le Rav Huna lemeimar. Why do you have to mention it? Pshita temimatniti. Now Mishnah by the lulav shaminam. So we answer, Mao de teima b'matniti hu de patur. Mishum de ta'a b'dvar mitzvah. He did a mistake in the mitzvah. Sof sof asa mitzvah. In the end, he did a mitzvah. Shenatal halulav behotzaa'azu. In the end, he was yotzeh. He turned it over. Aval hacha lo asa mitzvah ba'achilata. He didn't do a mitzvah im olata ofi. Kamash malan Rav Huna. Tishmi ale merabbe. He heard from his Rabbi. The loshani le Rabbi Yosi ben ta'a b'dvar mitzvah ve'asa mitzvah. The ta'a b'dvar mitzvah ve'lo asa mitzvah. Not like the Tanaim in Masechet Shabbat by the Tinokot that say if you made the milah of the baby, the Sunday baby on Shabbat, so you didn't do a mitzvah that you chayav. According to the BOC, you'd be patur because I had a mitzvah to do. I had a Shabbat baby. Right? Meitivei, the BOC Omer, hashochet et hatamid. שאינו מבוקר כהלכתו בשבת, חייב חטאת, וצריך תמיד אחר. If you slaughter the korban tamid, שאינו מבוקר. They didn't inspect it. What did they have to inspect it for? For mumin, right? I assume they found the mumin.
otherwise it wouldn't have been a problem.
Right? If he checked one, maybe it has to be checked and it's posel. I'm not sure. No. Yeah. Tosfot says not like me. She'ena mevukar kehilchato. Right? Fa'afilu nimtza tam. Even if it turns out that it's tam, mishum de ta'un bikur dalad yamim kodem shechita. Udebeperek mishaya tameh yalif lemepesach begezerah shava. So it's a requirement. But was it Shana Alava Katuv La'akev? I wonder why. Okay. So he says he's Chayav Chatat. Why is he Chayav? Hare, he's Ta'abid Var Mitzvah. He wanted to do the Korban Tabid, right?
He just didn't check it.
He made a mistake. He took the wrong one. He took one that wasn't checked. Why is taking a Korban that's not checked less than picking up the Olah from among the Hataot? Rashi. Rabbi Yosi אומר השוחט את התמיד שאינו מבוקר כהלכתו מן המומים She's including minimal mean. בשבת חייב חטא משום שחיטה בשבת שאין השום מצווה ואין הדוחה על מטעה בדבר מצווה ולא עשה מצווה since he didn't do מצווה חייב שהרי טרוד זה במצווה he was busy trying to do a מצווה שהיה רוצה לשחוט תמיד של שבת he wanted to be שוחט the תמיד of שבת וכסבור he thought שהוא מבוקר. So the Gemara says אמר לי so he told him, Bar mineh dehahi. Nah, that one doesn't count. Teha'it mar'ala. Amar Rav Shmuel bar Hitai. Amar Rav Hamnun Asab. Amar Rav Yitzchak bar Ashian. Amar Rav Huna. Amar Rav kegon shehevi'o milishcha she'en mevukarim. He went to the wrong room. That's not a mistake. It's not you found the ben agafayim among the hataot. Who told you to go over there? Rashi. מלשכה שאין מבוקרים, דאין זה דועה בדבר מצווה, שהתלאים שבשכה זו, the תלאים in that office, אינו טרוד, he's not nervous about them, שאין עומדים להקרבה, they're not supposed to be offered, להיות חרד עליהם, he should be nervous about them, מתי יקרבו, ואף חרדת זמן התמיד, that he's nervous, you got to do the תמיד, לא שייך האחה, Shekarov lemezidu. He's almost amazed to go to the room. Lo dak b'leshachot. He wasn't careful in the offices. Lavchin me'eze yavi. From which one he should bring it from? Okay.
This whole concept of if I'm doing a mitzvah, I shouldn't be chayav korban. Can someone take it and apply it to other things, mistakenly thinking that if I do something and it's the damar mitzvah when it's really asur, that I would be patur from a korban?
Maybe you would. I don't know. That's the point. When you're bringing a chatat, there's only one who wasn't b'mitzvah mitzvah. They have a limud. Mekabelet isha miyad bena umiyad ba'ala. A lady could take the lulav from her husband on Shabbat, right? So we said on the Yom Tov Rishon Shel Hag, lulav is doche Shabbat in their days, right? Lulav is doche Shabbat on the first day. Now the husband comes home from shul. Hey, honey, take it, put it away. Mekabelet isha miyad bena umiyad ba'ala. The lady could take the lulav from her husband and her son, uma hazirato lemayim b'Shabbat, and put it back in the water on Shabbat. Rabbi Yehuda says. Now he's going to teach us some Milchot Shabbat. B'Shabbat ma hazirin. On Shabbat you could put it back in the water. B'Yom Tov, on the holiday mosifim, you could add water. U'b'moed, and on Chol HaMoed machlifim, you could actually change the water. Nu halacha. Katan hayodea lena'neya. A katan who knows how to shake. Chayav bilulav is chayav in lulav. Rashi. Mekabelet isha miyad bena uba'ala et lulavehem. She takes the lulav. And what's the chiddush? Velo amrinam, we don't say. Kametal telamidi delo hazi. She's carrying something that has no purpose. Mahaziran lamayim shelo yichmosh, so it shouldn't wilt. B'Shabbat, on Shabbat mahazirin. Sharei mikan natlam hayom, you took him out today. Aval lo mosifim mayim. You can't add water. Kol sheken she'en machlifim hamayim. You can't change it. Lishpoch et elu v'latet acherim tzonen mehani. Tetarach letkune mane. You're working to fix it, and it's not necessary. B'moed mahalifim. B'cholo shel moed mitzvah lehachlif. It's mitzvah to change the water. They're assuming that that's a method that works. Everybody has their own method. How to keep secret recipe. Pshita, says the Gemara. Pshita, of course she could take it. What's the problem? The husband could carry it. He brings home, he gives it to his wife. What's the problem? Says the Gemara. Mao de tema. Since the lady's not hayav, maybe she shouldn't be able to take it. Why shouldn't she be able to take it? Muktzeh. Rashi, dilagaba ika isur tutu. Maybe for her it's muktzeh. So he says, kamash malan, kivan dera'ui lenetilat anashim, since men could take it, torat keli alav, it's considered like a keli, umutar betutu lakol, and everyone's allowed to move it. Katan hayodea lena'aneya, tanu rabanan. Katan hayodea lena'aneya, a child who knows how to shake the lulav, hayav belulav is chayav in lulav. Rashi, lechayav bilulav, lechanecho midivrehem. Lehetatef, if he knows how to wrap himself in the tzitzit, chayav betzitzit, he's chayav in tzitzit. What's considered to wrap? He has to do the atifat yishme'elim. What does he have to do? What's so complicated?
Nothing.
Lishmor tefillin, if he knows how to watch the tefillin, aviv lokeach lo tefillin. The father buys him tefillin. Rashi. Lishmor tefillin, what does he know? Shelo yikanes bahem lebet hakisa. He shouldn't go into the bathroom. L'chaora, it should be more. He should have to know not to be mefiach by him. Huh? That's later. Okay. Yodea ledaber, when he knows how to speak.
He didn't say hayav on that one. It's funny.
What?
He said hayav. He said hayav.
Right. Aviv melamedo Torah. The father teaches him Torah. So as soon as the child knows how to speak, you have to start teaching him Torah. The Kiryat Shema, and teach him Kiryat Shema. Torah Mahi. So what Torah do you teach him? Amar Rav Hamnuna, Torah Seva Lanu Moshe, Morasha Kilat Yaakov. Kiryat Shema Mahi, Pasuk Rishon. The Gemara in Berachot says that's what it says. V'limatem otam et benechem ledaber bam. What does it mean? Teach your children to speak with the words of Torah. Meaning the words that you teach them to say. Right? You get Dada, Mama, Torah Tzivalanu Moshe. Right? Right? Instead of Jack and Jill went up the hill. Right? Hayodeya lishmor gufo, if he knows how to watch his body from becoming tameh, ochlim al gufo taharot. We could eat taharot if they touched his body. Hayodeya lishmor et yadav, if he knows how to watch his hands, ochlim al yadav taharot. Then we could even eat it if it touches his hands. And the reason why we differentiate between his hands and his body is because there's certain things that are metameh yadayim that are not metameh the guf. Let's see, Rashi. Hayodea lishmor gufo mitumat maga umasa ve'ohel. That's a sophisticated kid, right? Ochlim al gufo taharot. Em naga gufo b'taharot. If his body touched taharot, en chosheshim lahem. We're not worried. Why? Because if he says he's tahor, he knows what he's doing. Avalo al yada, but not if he touches it with his hands. Em naga b'yada b'taharot, chosheshim lahem, we worry. Sheyesh yodea lishmor gufo ve'en yodea lishmor yadav mitorat stam yadayim. He doesn't know how to watch his hands, not to become stam yadayim. Shegazro lehem liyot sheniyot. Elam ken yodea lishomram. Unless he knows how to watch them. He says in the side, mishenetalam shachrit. Once he washes in the morning, eno nogea b'shum davar. He doesn't touch anything. Aval hayodea lishmor et yadav. If he knows to watch his hands. Mishenetalam, after he washed them. Eno nogea b'shum dvar safek. Or besefer, they change it to. Or a book, right? We say a sefer Torah is metameh tayadayim. They made a gezerah because of the rats and all of that, right? So you should wash your hands. You shouldn't touch it. Ve'im lo nizhar, if he's not careful, ubal liga betarot, and if he touched the sefer and now he comes to touch tarot, no tel yadav. Now it's usually the sefer is yadayim for tirumah. Okay. Ochlim, maybe not. Ochlim al yadav taharot. You could eat taharot even on his hands. Shenaga yadav. Back upstairs. Hayodeya lishael. If he knows how to be asked, you can ask him what happened. He knows what's going on. Birshut hayachid sefekot hameh. Birshut harabim sefekot tahor. So that everybody knows the rule. That's afek tuma birshut hayachid is tameh. Birshut harabim is tahor. That's a general rule. Everybody knows it. But there's a detail in that rule. What's the detail? It's only b'davar hanishal. somebody that you can ask. But if there's nobody to ask, it's tahor even in the Reshut Yachid. Why? Rashi is going to explain.
Someone to ask if there was a myth.
So there had to be somebody there, yeah. Rashi, Hayodea li sha'el, she'em sho'alim oto, if we ask him, Nagata betuma zu, did you touch this tuma? Yodea lahashiv hen olav, or any yodea. Birshut harabim sefekot tahor. Em sha'aluhu, if they asked him, Amar any yodea, it'll be tahor. Birshut hayachid sefekot tameh. Why? Hachi gemiri la hilcheta mitzotah. We learn from sotah. When she's nisteret, so that's a safek. The Torah calls it tumah. Safek tumah b'reshut hayachid, sefekot tameh, right? And here mikana tadan l'sheret, and the sotah is yodea li sha'el. You can ask her, but someone that you can't ask, it wouldn't be tameh. Hayodea lefros kapav. If the kohen knows how to make kohanim, holkim lo teruma bebet hagerano. We give him teruma on his own in the silo.
Regardless of the age.
Once he's able to walk, to spread his hands. That's going to be a question now between Rashi and Tosfot. Rashi says, Hayodea lefros kapav kishu kohen, holkim lo teruma bebet hageranot. Umekame hachi, before that, and holkin lo begoren, we won't give it to him in the silo. Aval mishagerim lo lebeto, we could send it home to him. Im yodea l'shomra b'ta'araf. We know that he knows how to protect it, knows how to keep it tahor. Ta'achi tanya b'gmara denosim ala nusa b'yivamot. Asara, there's 10 people, and cholkin lahem teruma b'bet hageranot. Cheresh shoteh v'katan. V'kulan meshagerim lahem lebatehem. We send it home for them. So what's the difference? B'bet hageranot and cholkin lahem shebezayon terumahu. It's insulting the teruma. Why? When people see you giving it to this punk, they think you're giving it to him and he's gonna make it tameh. If you know the kid is smart, you can send it to his house because there's no like marita ayin. But once he knows how to make kohanim, and he makes kohanim in public, hakol yodim. Everybody knows shevishte sa'arot. Everybody knows he's bar mitzvah. So even if he's short, he's making kohanim. She'en katan pores kapav, because we don't let a katan make kohanim. Keda amrina b'megillah hilka cholkim lo. So if he's small, so according to Rashi, katan means he's short.
Right. But he was magil.
So if he's old enough to be pores se'ara, pores yadav, so it's not yodeh lefros yadav. He's bar mitzvah. So yodeh has nothing to do with anything. Tosafot doesn't like it. Look in the 3 lines from the bottom in Tosafot. Ve'lo mash mahachi ela bekatan mamash ayli. Dum yad yodeh ledaber avim elamedot Torah ve'yodeh leshchol v'chen kol ve'oto g'ra ketanim achrini. V'hada amar benosim ala anusa de'en cholkim teruma. Lekatan bebet hageranot. Over there, you know what the definition of katan is? Keshe'enu yodeh lisat kapav. He doesn't know how to make kohanim. So now, wait, how does I thought a katan can't make kohanim. Hadetna beperek hakoreh et Megillah omed the katan eno noseh et kapav. Hainu befnei atzmo. If he's alone,
He's practicing.
what? No. You have a 10-year-old. He's the only kohen. He can't make kohanim. Why? It's not nice for the tzibur to be zakuk to the berachav katan. But if there's a gadol, he could join. But he has to know how he's doing. Right? Aval ima gedolim noseh kedash kachan gabe shir shel mikdash perek en erachin detnan ben raglei alvim, between the legs of the levim hayu omdim v'tzirei alevim hayu nekraim.
I'm training.
Okay. There's another case. We'll leave it now. Says the Gemara. Hayodea lishchot. Yeah. Hayodea lishchot. If he knows how to make shechita, ochlim mishechitato. You could eat from his shechita even though he's a katan. Hayodea lishchot. Le'amen yadav l'shechita. He knows how to train his hand to shech. Afal pi she'eno baki b'chot shechita. Even though he doesn't know chot shechita. Mutar le'echol mishechitato. Keda amar Rav Huna. Like Rav Huna is going to say, v'hu shegadol omer al gabav v'ro'esh lo shav lo daras. As long as he has supervision, that the guy knows he didn't stop in the middle, he didn't put too much pressure. Tosfot says, משמע דמנו יודע לאמן ידיו לשחיטה, אף על פי שראו גדול מתחילה עד סוף, שלא אסור לאכול משחיטה. If he wasn't trained, can't do it. Okay.
No, he says even if he was trained, but you had a gadol watching him, he was good.
That's good. If he wasn't trained, even if a gadol watching, it's still good. Okay. Amar Rav Huna, v'hu shegadol omed al gabah. You have to have a gadol watching him. Yachol le'echol kazayit dagan. If he's able to eat a kazayit of grain, marchikin mitzoato. Then you have to go away from his tzoah, umimeme raglav, and from his urine, arba amot, 4 amot. It's full-fledged tzoah. Amar Rav Chisda, v'hu sheyachol le'ochlo b'chtei achila pras. It's not enough to eat a kazayit. He has to eat a kazayit b'chtei achila pras. That's when it starts to smell. Rashi, kazayit dagan, kol chameshet aminim karui dagan, chitin, seorin, kusmin, shibol, shoal, v'shifon. Marchikim mitzoato, mishachal kazayit me'elu, b'chol inyan achila, any way of eating it, shetzoat minim halalu masracha. The tzoah of these things is masriach. In Rashi, it sounds like only if you ate it before.
It's not a personal thing. Like, what if I find the smelly before that?
It's not.
It's not.
It smells like they say. It smells
Sweet.
sweet. Once they start eating solid foods, it gets
Smelly.
Dalet amot le'inyan kriyat shema v'tefillah, to say Hashem's name. So hu sheyachol le'echol kazayit b'chtei achila pras. In the time of pras, lebenoni, an average person, like an average person. Aval im tzarich ze hakatan l'shot yotef, takes him a long time. Hareo ke'ochel achshav chatzi zayit. So like eating half kazayit now. Ulmachar chatzi, like you know what, half kazayit tomorrow. Sheken halacha leMoshe miSinai she'en achila mitzarefet l'shehiyah. Eating doesn't combine. L'shehiyah kamizef. It's taking longer than that. And what's a pras? Chatzi kikar, half of a loaf. Sheshiaru bo chachamim mazon shte seudot le'eruv. The chachamim estimated the sudah of the eruv 2 meals. So 1 meal is a pras. Lashon pras palga is a half. Kedidnan be'eruvim. Etzia lebayit hamenuga. Half of that loaf for a house that has sarat. Leba bebeit hamenuga leton kibus begadim. Why is that depending on washing your clothes, on eating a pras? Shetela'ana katuv b'shihiyat shiur achila. The Torah made it dependent if you wait in the house enough time to eat. Tichtiv ha'ochel b'bayit yichabes begadav. It's not if you eat, if you spend enough time to eat. Says the Gemara, Amar Rab Chia bered Rav Yeva ubegadol, if it's an adult, afal pi she'enu yachol le'echol b'chtei achila pras. Even if he can't eat it in a kedei achila pras, it's still marchikim. Tichtiv v'yosif da'at, yosif machov. The more da'at he has, the more pain. Rashi. Machov masriach. The more adult he becomes, the smellier the stuff comes. Yachol le'echol kazayit tzli. If he could eat a kazayit roasted, right? Not roasted is tougher. Shohatim alav et pesach. You could slaughter the korban pesach on him. Shene'emar ish lefi ochlo. A man who could eat. Rabbi Yehuda omer ad sheyachol levarer achila, till he could choose what he's eating. Okay, notnim lo tzror vezorko egos venot lo. He knows. You give him a rock, he throws it. You give him a nut, and he takes it. I don't understand why that would be.
I thought you give him a pea or a carrot.
Shohatim alav pesach, memanim oto im bnei habura, ve'em lav lo dechtiv ish lefi ochlo tachosu haraui la'achila. He has to be able to eat. Maran says in Afresh Nun Zayin, Katan hayodea lena'anei alulav kedino. If he knows how to shake the lulav properly, Aviv hayav leknot lo lulav kedei lechanecho b'mitzvah. Says the Mishnah Berurah, Hayim eno yodea. If he doesn't know, Av shu kebarshit, even though he's already 6, which is the standard age we assume for chinuch, eno hayav lechanecho. Techinuch eno shaveh bechol hamitzvot. Depends on the mitzvah. Like our Gemara, tzitzit, left, every mitzvah had its own. Pri megadim b'mishpetzot zahav. ובאש של אברהם צידד להפך, ובביקורי יעקב הסכים להקל. ופשוט, says the ביור הלכה, צריך שיהיו ד' מינים כשרים, כמו בגדול. Has to be kasher. You can't buy him something pasul.
They give him a lemon.
Yeah.
Okay. Hadran alach lulav agazur. Lulav va'arava shisha v'sheva. The lulav that we take and the arava in the Beit HaMikdash, the arava shisha v'sheva. Sometimes 6 days, sometimes 7 days. The Gemara, the Mishnah is going to explain. Rashi. Lulav va'arava shehem b'mikdash kol sheva. They apply all 7 days. Lulav lenetilah, the lulav that we take in the Beit HaMikdash every day, because it says Usmachtem lefnei Hashem Elokechem Shevat Yamim. The arava lehekef mizbeach, to walk around the mizbeach with it, separate from the lulav. Kedol kamam beperkim shisha v'sheva. Pe'amim shedochim Shabbat. Sometimes we do it on Shabbat. Vehen kol Shabbat, so you do it all 7 days. Upe'amim she'en dochim. Sometimes you don't. It doesn't push Shabbat. Kavaleh shisha yamim, that you're only taking it 6 days. We're going to explain when it's this way, when is that. Ha-halel v'ha-simcha. Saying halel and simcha of eating basar shelamim. Shmona applies all 8 days, even shmini atzeret. Rashi. Ha-halel legmor, to say the whole halel kol shmone. Ken teknu nev'im arishonim, like the Gemara says in Pesachim. U'ba'arachim mefaresh. Why is it different that on Pesach you only say on the first day and on Sukkot all 8 days? And they explain because Sukkot, the korbanot are different. Every day there's a different korban, so it needs a new halil. Mashenken Pesach, the same korban, we did it in the beginning, it's enough. To eat, how do you do the simcha? By eating shlamim. The kaimalam bePesachim. בזמן שבית המקדש קיים, אין שמחה אלא בבשר, שנאמר וזבחת שלמים, ואכלת שם, ושמחת. So you see the simcha is with basar. Says Rashi, why are you bringing a proof from there? That's not talking on the holiday. ואבגב דהאיקרא לה ברגלים כתיב. That's not written by the holidays. דהאיקרא בהר גריזים ובהר עיבל כתיב. It's on הר גריזים והר עיבל. מי הוא? ברגלים שמחה כתיבה. It says simcha by the holiday. So how do I do the simcha? I learned that from the other place where it says the samachta. Back inside, Sukkah v'nisu chamayim, sitting in the Sukkah and the pouring of the water on the mizbeach. Shiva, only 7 days. It's on Sukkot, not Shmini Atzeret. Rashi. Sukkah l'shem b'Sukkah. Nisu chamayim b'temidei hahag shachrit, in the morning one v'lo arbi kidam meseder yoma perek sheni, is 7 days, even on Shabbat. Hai halil, the flute or the organ or whatever it is, right? Hamisha v'shisha, sometimes 5, sometimes 6. Rashi, hai halil, simchat bet hashoeva. Hayu semechim bechag, they were happy on Sukkot. Lichvod shi'ivat nisu chamayim, for the drawing of the water for the nisu chamayim. Umehalilim b'halilim u'bekinorot, they would play flutes and violins. The oto halil, and that flute eno doche yom tov. Hilkach lepe'amim shu hamisha yamim. Sometimes it's 5 days b'chag. Kegon shelo hal yom tov harishon b'Shabbat. If the first day is not on Shabbat, the kivan dolo dachi yom tov, it's not doche yom tov. Because sheken Shabbat, and for sure it's not doche Shabbat. Shebecholo shel moed. So you have 2 days you're not going to do it. Shabbat and Yom Tov. Pashulu Chamisha, you have only 5 days left. Upe'amim shu shisha, sometimes it's 6. Kegon shahal Yom Tov rishon b'Shabbat. The first day is on Shabbat. Te pashulu shisha shel chol hamoed. Then you have all 6 days chol hamoed. The bizman mikdash en osim Yom Tov sheni. The time of the Mikdash or in Yerushalayim there was no Yom Tov sheni. I don't know why I said bizman mikdash, the mikdash, right? Back upstairs. So the Gemara says, Lulav Shiva Ketzad. Yom Tov Harishon Shel Chag, the first day of Sukkot. Shechal Yom B'Shabbat is on Shabbat. Lulav Shiva. You take it 7 days, because like we said, the first day it's Doche. B'Shar Kol Hayamim Shisha. If not, even in the Beit HaMikdash. The rest of the days, it's only 6. Why? Because if it falls out on a Monday, so when Shabbat comes, you're not going to take lulav, even in the Beit HaMikdash. Arava Shiv'a Ketz, and Arava 7. Now, Yom HaShivi'i Shel Arava, the main day of Arava is the 7th day. Shechal Yom Shabbat. So if the 7th day, if Choshen Arba is on Shabbat, Arava Shiva, we do Arava on Shabbat. Ush'ar Kol HaYamim, but if the rest of the day, Shisha, only 6. Rashi, Lulav Shiv'a. The Yom Tov Rishon Dachi Shabbat. On the first day, Stoche Shabbat. Shar Kol Yamim Shchabi Yom Tov Rishon. If the first day falls on any other day of the week, V'nimtzet Shabbat Becholo Shomer Lo Dachi. V'aval Gav De Kol Shiva U'Min Torah BaMikdash. Even though all 7 days is from the Torah and the Mikdash. Lo Dachi, it's not Doche. Ki Damrin and Ta'ama B'Gemara, like we're going to say in the Gemara. V'chen Arava B'Shivi'i is Doche. U'B'Gemara Mefaresh. Gemara doesn't explain Ma'ish Na Shivi'i. Now the Gemara explains how they did the lulav in the Beit HaMikdash. Mitzvah lulav ketzad. Yom Tov harishon shel Chag shechal yom b'Shabbat. Molichim et lulavehem lahar habayit. Everybody took the lulavim to Har Habayit on Friday. Ve'hazanim mekabelim mehem. The appointees, the workers were taken from them. Ve'sodrim otam al gabe itzteba. They put them on the benches. Ve'azekenim manichim et shelahem b'leshcha. The older people, they had a special VIP office for them. Umelamedim otam lomar, and we teach them to say, Kol mi shemagia lulavi liyado, harehu lo b'matana. Whoever gets my lulav, it's a present for him. Lemaha, the next day. Mashkimim ubaim, everybody woke up and came. V'hazanim zorkim otam lefnehem. The hazanim take them from the thing, they throw them down in front of the people. V'hen mehatefim, and they grab them. Umakim ishet havero, everybody gets banged. When it started getting dangerous, everybody take it at home.
Party bags.
Mitzvah lulav b'yom tov harish. It's old minhag. Mitzvah lulav b'yom tov harishon shechal yom b'Shabbat ketzad hachi gasinan. Yom tov shel Chag shechal yom b'Shabbat. Kol ha'amolichim ב-40 mersha. Hazanim shemashim shayu sham litzorchei tzibur. They were volunteers. Al gava itzteba rehava shel Har Habayit, the plaza of the Har Habayit, hayta mukefet itztebaot. It was surrounded with benches. Leshev sham to sit on. Umesuchachot lema'ala mepnei geshamim, and they were covered on top for the rain. Al gava itzteba garsinan b'matnitin. Dahainu al gabe asafsalin. The Mishnah seems to say you're putting it on the benches. They're afraid. They'll get pushed. And they'll get trampled. They put them in the...
Oh, the actual old people.
Yeah. Says the Gemara, why is it not Toche Shabbat? Amai tutul be'almahu. It's just muktzeh. V'lidchi Shabbat, let it be Toche Shabbat. Amarabah gezerah Hashem yitlenu biyado v'yelech etzel baki lilmod. Maybe you'll take it and you'll carry it to a baki to go to learn how to do it. V'yavirenu arba mo b'rshut rabim. V'aynu ta'amad shofar v'aynu ta'amad mgilah. Rashi tutul be'almahu. En botzad isur. It's like moving wood. The kivan de minatorahu the mikdash kol shiva lama asruhu masiyag the Torah matsuba Rashi lelamedo ni'anuo how to shake it or birchato the beracha yavirenu arba mo birshut rabim. Rashi is bothered by the question. Why yavirenu? Why don't you say he's going to be motzi birshut yachid birshut rabim? Who adin the matzi lemem aviyotzien birshut yachid birshut rabim? Could have said take it out. Ela sheberov mekomot, in a lot of places ve'inyanim amrinan yesh lahush laha'avarat 4 amot. You have to worry about 4 amot ve'en lahush lotzah. Kigon emaya munach bekarmelit. You didn't have it in the house. You had it in a karmelit or bekarpef or begina. De'en kan isur lotzah deoraita. Ve'yesh kan isur ha'avara b'rshut rabim. Or ikbiyom not litlo. He picked it up to take it in the house, so he wasn't planning on carrying it. So you don't have akira. You know something? I don't know the beracha. Patur mishum otzah im lo amad lafush unless he stopped to rest b'ntayim kedam v'zochet Shabbat. So therefore they said ma'aviru. Okay, Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen. That was the beginning, yeah. Have a good day, Rabbi.
Thank you.
I'll see you.
Thank you.
Rabbi,
Thank you.
Rabbi,
Yes. Yes.
do you know this Rabbi Asher Schechter from Queens? He gives a hashgacha.
Yeah. He gives out bagel boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You coming in today or Zoom?
Yeah.
Abe's not
Hopefully
here.
I should be in. Hopefully I'll be in today.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Used to love